Hello everyone, welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel. I'm Brie and this is Binging Books with Brie. And today I'm going to do a review of Fourth Wing. Now, hold on, let me adjust my camera just a little bit. Okay, I'm going to be doing a review of Fourth Wing. It's by Rebecca Yarros, I believe. If that's not how you pronounce her last name, let me know. Sorry, my computer is spazzing. But yeah, this book was so good. I was enthralled. If you hear a noise in the background, it's my dog. She has separation anxiety and she doesn't really like being away from her people. But if I had her in here while recording, she'd be all over me, all over the books and everything like that. The back of the book says, anyone else feel like changing their mind? Xaden shouts, scanning the remaining row of cadets with the same shrewd gaze of the navy blue dragon behind him. No? Excellent. Roughly half of you will be dead by this time next year. The formation is silent except for a few untimely sobs from my left. A third of you again the year after that, and the same your last year. No one cares who your mommy or daddy is here. Even King Tories? I've been saying Tory. Don't know if that's how you pronounce it. Again, comment down below with pronunciations. I feel like fantasy books, everyone has their own pronunciation of how different names are of people or places in their head, and that's just what they go with. Fair. Second son died during his threshing. So, tell me again, do you feel invincible now that you made it into the Riders Quadrant? Untouchable? Elite? No one cheers. Another blast of heat rushes, this time directly at my face, and every muscle in my body clenches, preparing for incineration. But it's not flames, just steam. And it blows back Rhiannon's braids as the dragons finish their simultaneous exhale. The breaches on the first year ahead of me darken, the color spreading down his legs. They want us scared. Mission accomplished. Because you're not untouchable or special to them, Xaden points toward the Navy Dragon and leans forward slightly, like he's letting us in on a secret as we lock eyes. To them, you're just prey. I feel like that's a really weird back, and I would have never picked up this book, but I've heard a lot of people talk about how they liked this book, along with like Sarah J. Maas books. I really loved it. My jaw was dropped with like, of course, you know, like the last 10 chapters, but really the last like 2 really took me by storm, and it just blew my mind. I now love dragons. Never was really, I was sort of interested in them. My friends like dragons and stuff like that. I've never been a huge fantasy person until like recently. It's always been thrillers, and I do love a good thriller, but fantasy is just kind of nice sometimes because I could separate myself from that. When I'm reading some thriller books, I'm like, oh, this is a little too realistic, and I'm a woman, so it sometimes scares me. Just makes me a little, what's the word? Not precautious, but like paranoid. Oh my gosh. Don't know why I missed that. Like literally like just today. This wasn't a paranoid moment. This was just a really weird thing that happened. But I was at the gas station filling up my car like a normal human being does, and these 2 dudes walk out of the like store part of the gas station and are passing by my car. Both are just deadlocked with me, smiling, and I'm like, okay, I'll smile. Hey, how you doing? Like, it's 8 o'clock in the morning. And as they kept going to their white work van, mind you, still locked eyes, and I was like, okay, this is weird. Continues. They get in their van. The driver will not stop looking at me and is smiling. So I call my husband and I'm like, hey, calling you at the gas station. Weird stuff, you know, fun stuff. And as they circled the gas station, I locked eye contact, and I was like, I'm not releasing my eye contact because I want him to know that like I'm aware that he's being weird and everything like that. And he ended up driving off, which was great. But I was like, this was a little bit of an confused situation. Anyways, so it's nice to have a break from thrillers. depends on here if it's scary or not. It's fantasy. It's fake. Won't ever happen to us. But I really enjoyed it. I loved all of the characters. I have never felt so many different emotions, like page to page. I feel like I was experiencing like a ton of other stuff. And like, I don't know, there was just like so much going on in all of the pages, and I really enjoyed it. I love Violet Sorrengail. I at first thought she was very pick-me, but girl, I don't even know the right words, because I love her, and I love her character, and I'm almost finished with Iron Flame, I believe, and like that is so good too. So it's just like so much stuff I want to say, but it's all Iron Flame related and not Fourth Wing. Fourth Wing was so good. I started it on my Kindle because I didn't have the physical copy of it yet, and I was hooked within like the first chapter. I will say the chapters are kind of long, which is like the only thing I didn't like about it, because I'm a short chapter person. Makes me feel like I'm moving through it. But it was so engaging. It's enemies to lovers, it's fighting, it's the dragon's personality. Oh my goodness, I love all the dragon's personalities. I think they're so funny. Like Terran especially. Terran is my homie. I love him. He says all of the things that everyone's thinking but can't say. It's awesome. But I highly recommend this book if you are even remotely interested in fantasy and war and just, I don't know, it's just really good. And it's really interesting to see, to me, okay, this is the way I explained it to my husband, which was a horrible way of explaining it, but it makes sense to me, so I'm just going to share it. I explained it to him like, this is like if Harry Potter took on college, but with more dragons. Like, if they all had a particular power, not just like, sorry, I got distracted by a text, not just like magic in general, but like if they all had a power and they were going to college for it and had to make nice with dragons. Like, it is basically Harry Potter with more gruesome, more death, more love stories, all the good stuff, and all the not so good stuff. I had my heart broken. I almost cried at one point in this book, and I'm not going to spoil it, but be prepared, because I was not. It's like this character is never going to die off. They're too important, brave, cute seeming, whatever. No, throw all of those expectations out the window. Rebecca don't care. She does not play. She tells the story, and you embrace all the emotions that come with it. But I give this a 5-star read. I honestly loved it, could not put it down, and love the characters. And that's pretty much my criteria. I'm not super picky about books, but if I cannot put them down, they're automatically 5 stars in my book. Soon you will be seeing Iron Flame and a couple other books, I believe, that I'm behind on reviewing. So I will see you in the next video.